Oh, Elron. Dude, you're asking for trouble. Just stay where it's cold, Elron. Injuries, minor. He's got 2 hit points. Elron, you have 2 hit points. Don't come down here. G'day, mate. Welcome to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. And the evil JD just came down here just to look at this lovely steam bath we have down here and decide on another way to sacrifice some duplicates. So what we're going to do this episode is we're going to put down a steam turbine just to suck up some of this 500 degree steam that's at 400 and something odd kilos of pressure, and we're going to have some important duplicates, some strictly the most important duplicates come build this pipe to here, and to here. We're going to have some important duplicates come do this, and before they do that, actually, we're going to put in a high-tech pneumatic door made out of steel. Right there, let's say. Because we only want the most reliable, important, selective duplicates to deal with this 500 degree steam. So, that's the plan for this episode. Try and tap this steam biome. I do want to dump the water back in here to use that water to cool this biome. At the same time, I'm really going to want a tile in there to block the steam coming back out. So yeah, the plan is to use the cool down steam to cool down this biome so the duplicates finally can get here. Because I don't have Atmos suits. I haven't built Atmos suits. But we are going to do something about Atmos suits as well. Not really. We're going to do something about the general health and well-being of duplicates this episode, because that's a lot of carbon dioxide. This whole bottom of the map is full of carbon dioxide. And even though I am attempting to pump oxygen down here, honestly, I'm not pumping it enough. So we want to try and do something about alleviating some of that hardship. So I want to put a liquid pump round about here, and a bunch of liquid pipe. 7. And we're going to tap into that liquid pipe, which flows up in here, pulls out the oil. We want to have a priority 9 deconstruct, because I want to replace that with a liquid filter, like that. So we can siphon out the polluted water, and then I'm going to put another one to siphon out the clean water, and I'm going to put another one to siphon out the brine. That. Liquid vent, because the only thing left over, I guess, would be petroleum, potentially. Okay, so first thing is we'll put down some reservoirs because I don't really have any other option at the moment. Next thing is, well, a couple of things. Next thing is going to be a gas pump. So we want a gas pump down around about here. Sorry, I got a Fitbit, a random Fitbit sitting on my table going off. I want a gas pump here. We're going to pump all the carbon dioxide over there. Somebody was in trouble. And we're going to bring it over to here. We're going to put in a gas filter. Yes, I'm using the powered ones. Yes, that's a little bit lazy of me. I could build something a bit more high-tech, but I can't be bothered, honestly. And we're just going to dump whatever other gases are up here out. And it means I can put my carbon dioxide into the lovely carbon dioxide reservoir that we now have. I want to build in that tile. I'm trying to block in these reservoirs that we're not using. Like, if I deconstruct that tile, we can corner build in this tile and get a little bit more built. Same with this. I got to fix this. We might get to that this episode. We might not. I don't know. Probably 9. Just get rid of it. I did need to put in a autosave. Where did that pipe end up? See a random pipe anywhere? I don't think I do. Because that autosave bug, it's It's remedied. It's not fixed. It's better. Plug in that heavy watt wire there. Plug in this heavy watt wire there. I want priority now. That lot. And all of that. Because I want to be able to set these filters. Oh, that's the other thing I need to do. I need to build in... I want to start doing some sort of power grid. And if I go up here and I look at our decor overlay. So, this heavy watt wire. As we can see, we have 8 tiles from our heavy watt wire. Well, we have this sculpture here affecting that heavy watt wire. Okay, so the sculpture has a decor radius of 8 tiles. So from wherever my heavy watt cable is, which is here, I can build a floor, and then I can build... Where the hell are they? Furniture. Large sculpting block. Row 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which then means I can put a transformer here, except I don't have any room. So we're going to have to come down another floor. So deconstruct. 9. All of that stuff. Build that out another 2. Build these in when duplicates don't fall all over the place. Can I... Like, have you guys build up the floor? These are probably done by now. Yep, we want you to sort out... Oh, that's... Yeah, it's stuff from dripping up from up there. So we want carbon dioxide in that one. We want polluted... polluted water in that one. We want clean water in that one. Technically, I want... Is this salt water or is it brine? That's a salt water, guys. So I want salt water in the last one. Okay, where were we? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're meant to be deconstructed, please. And then power-wise, we're going to put in 2 transformers. 1, 2. Which then means I can take my heavy watt wire and plug it in there. And this gives me a proper circuit. Which I can run into all of these. Food is decayed. We've got a lot of food decaying at the moment. Sweep. In theory, the decayed food is going into... Yeah, it's going into... No. Do not feed hatch food. Do not feed sage hatch food. Okay, no idea where it's going. I think it's going into this critter feeder. I think. I honestly don't know. Errands. Probably not. Probably now. Nobody. Oh. Impulse. Impulse is taking it up. And it looks like he's putting it in there. Store rotten... Yes. Rotten meal ice. I don't know how long that feeds a crab for. But that's where our excess rotten food's going currently. Okay. Priority 9. I want to get that done. 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 I want to get those done. Priority back to 5 for our sculpting blocks. Because we really don't care about the decor. Malice. Unreachable dig. It doesn't look unreachable. Okay, try that again. Power. Steam turbine. Priority 9. Meanwhile, priority 9, that one. Priority 8. All of that. Well, actually, it could be a priority 9 because the duplicates can't actually get there. We need to have... this done. Then we need to have a little bit of this done. We have critter dropper flooding. Yep, new printables. Do I have any names left? No. Sergeant Stazzy Suit was the last one. But there's barbecue. We're going to have some barbecue. I should probably tell the duplicates to sweep that up. Otherwise, it's going to hang around forever. But then again, the bad duplicates can eat it. So, nope, we're just going to leave it there. Yeah, we've got mushroom rotting. We've got food rotting everywhere. We went from having no food to too much food. Can we have somebody do this? Half 3, half 2. Stinson, Garen, Aaron. There you go. Stinson's going to come do it. Same with this door. I want this door done. Okay, the door. The door is really important. The door is going to have default access is people can leave. But we're going to have all our lovely people that don't have hats. Can I click on the door, please? I'm trying to set things up. All the people that don't have hats, we're going to let them in. Because it's slightly warm on the other side of this door. And the door is enough to keep the important duplicates out. Yeah, look, I'm not trying to kill anybody. I'm also not trying to not kill anybody. So we're going to put down a storage bin. And hopefully we can get this built fairly quickly. Chris is going to come. Chris, you can't get in there, can you? That's crisis. But Kendrith came and did it anyway. Okay, down here I want to have... Nope. Raw minerals, ceramic. So I want to have 400, 800. 6 times 400 is 2400 plus 800. So I want about 4,000 ceramic. Priority 9. And I'm hoping that I can get 4,000 ceramic put in this box to build these tiles. Hopefully. This steam turbine is ready to go. It's heated up. It's ready to go. It's ready to start dumping stuff out. I'm also going to want to sweep up all this floor just in case we accidentally let out some hot steam. Oh, Chris is just going to reach right through the door. Doesn't care. Not a care in the world. Also want to dig out that stuff. I'm going to want to dig out that stuff. I want to dig out that one as well. Because phosphorite can change... Oh. Phosphorite can change, has a melting point of 250 degrees. We're going to go a little bit hotter than that. Algae, same story, has a melting point of 125 degrees. So I want to dig that stuff up if at all possible. Can we get this stuff done? Pray night. All of this, please. I want all the duplicates down here. Sweep that one up too. Hello? Come on. I know some of you are a little bit slow, like Doperson. Come on. Okay, sweep priority 8 then. And then dig priority 9. Unreachable dig. It's not unreachable. This is reachable. Oh, it's a skill required dig. Okay. So we're going to have to go into skills. We're going to have to find a lovely duplicate that's not super stressed out. Does anybody want to do hard digging? Anybody at all? Anybody? No. We're going to take... Daniel. Daniel's got a nice low morale usage at the moment, so we're going to throw him into super hard digging, which will let him do Abyssalite. Same time, he might as well have some carrying capacity. So, we have one duplicate that can come dig this Abyssalite out. Okay, that's all Abyssalite. That everybody can do, because that's sandstone. Yep. And that's... Oh, copper. No, that should be fine. That should be fine. Okay. Alright, obviously, I need to give another duplicate. Kendrith. Elron. Impulse. I'm being impulsive. Okay. How do we feel about our chances now? Oh, really good, except Jetty had it paused. Yeah, ignore me. Okay, I'm going to replace that tile, and that tile. No. Yeah, that tile, and that tile. Hello? Oh, here's one. Happy. I didn't give you the better digging, so you're doing something else. You're delivering. Daniel, I did give you the better digging. Professor Bolt, bro, you've got a hat on. You need to get out of here. It's going to be really bad down here really soon. Well, really soon is relative because these dupes are bloody slow. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to bring them some oxygen. Because they're taking forever. Oh, now we've got a few of them down here. Oh, go Elron. Okay, what happens if I do this for just a moment? Can I get the bigger, better diggers in here? Almost finished. Oh, Martin, you might be too good a digger. You might blow through... Okay. We're going to send you out. Can I get... those two done? Oh. That's a priority now, Snazzy Suit. Insert tile. Errands. Green Gemini. I hope you're close, Gemini, because things are about to go bad to worse. In fact, that phosphorite is going to be our very first problem. Ooh. It's hot. It's popped eardrums. It's hot. It's popped. It's... Ooh. No, you really want the insulated tile done. Look, there's liquid phosphorite on the floor now. You want... Ooh, they're running away. That's not good. That steam's leaving the here and coming into here. Overheat damage. The steel door is overheating. It's that bad. Come on, Nina. Ooh. Okay. It made it slightly toasty down here. Just a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna disable auto repair, deconstruct that. We're gonna deconstruct that as well. We're gonna drop everything on the ground because I don't care. Yeah, that steam's doing a good job of condensing at least. Okay, so with that tile and that tile. Now that says an unreachable build, but I think it's lying to me. I'm pretty sure that if I put a ladder there, a duplicate should be able to reach through and build this vent. At least I hope so, because I do not want to dig it out to put a vent in. Crazy off. Why are you hungry? We have food rotting. How are you hungry? Okay, come on. We might want to just mop up this crazy hot liquid. Yeah, I know there's no oxygen. It's all steam now. It's actually a fair bit of steam. 10 kilos. It is condensing. It is gonna heat up the surrounding area. Back for more air. Oh, JJ. JJ is going to work on her strength by mopping the same spot over and over forever. Nope, still unreachable build. No, Kendrith is going to come help instead. This is how you upgrade a duplicate strength. You just have them a mop task that goes forever. It's the only way to really upgrade a duplicate strength. Mop. See? It's now changed colour. It's now a reachable build. Come on, as soon as that's built, we can actually start this steam turbiner. Yeah, I know. Popped eardrums. There's 50 kilograms of steam in here. That's actually a lot more than I thought it would be. And it's not steam from in here leaking out. That is actually 50. Ooh, oh, nope. We've got a duplicate down. We've got a duplicate down. Ooh, we're losing health. Nope, nope, you're out of here. Follow cam. Winter. Let's hope Winter doesn't take a break. Winter doesn't like the popped eardrums. At least, like, I've put in a plastic ladder. They get up and down fairly. Ooh, just dumped on the floor. Not even put in the bed, just dumped on the floor. Okay, we're going to mop up that. I need to put a ladder there and there to have access to that tile. Same goes for that one. I'm going to need a ladder there-ish. Scalding! Green Gemini. Yeah, really intently trying to mop this up. Okay, so steam turbine too hot. The idea was we'd use the surrounding area to cool this down. It doesn't look like it's going to work anymore. I sort of superheated the whole area. Suggestions. I have a heat problem on a cold map. How the hell did I manage that? Okay, first suggestion. Let's dig that out and that out. Okay, that's the sound of a 16 turbine. Same story, priority 8. Right across there. And build them a ladder. Okay, where were we up to? I was looking at... that's been done. That's been done. So if I deconstruct that tile and I deconstruct that tile, they should be able to get done. If I build in those two tiles, that should get done. Scalding! Muppet Martin. Muppet! It's time to go lay down in a medbed. Muppet. Martin as well. Yeah. Go rest up for a little bit. It's warm down here. That sort of helped. A little bit. I've still got 30 kilos of steam down here. You know what? I got this big chunk of ice over here. If we went and dug in 1, 2, 3, like that, and put in those two tiles, at the same time, dug out that, dug out that, actually if I put in a ladder, and I dug down 3 tiles. Priority 9. That plays. And that plays. We're just going to sort of see where we can dump the steam out. Just give it a bit more room to expand. If I can get it come up here and touch this ice, it might self-solve our problem. It could give us a flooding problem instead, but like that's a problem I can deal with. We have many duplicates they can mop. I don't know if things are actually cooling down or not. Rust at 100 degrees. Iron ore at 100 degrees. Coal at 100 degrees. 60, 50? Oh, it's 50-50. Like, this stuff's still minus 30 degrees, so we've still got cool bits. See, that's fine. It's at minus 28 degrees. That's definitely going to cool down the area a little bit. Scalding, Martin. Yeah, you'll be fine, Martin. You're just a little bit red around the edges. It's fine. Let's put in ladders to there as well. So that's the way to do it, Martin. Right, there's lots of duplicates can come dig this. Why do we not have the rest of the dig crew down here? Okay, Martin, that's enough from you. You need to go rest up in a bed again. Actually, speaking of things, we are pumping, hang on, we are pumping that liquid. We are sorting that liquid. We're getting rid of that liquid. Okay. Gas overlay. Oh, wow. Nope, some duplicate didn't build one bit of pipe. There's always one duplicate. Scalding 2. Crisis and ergophobia. Are we actually cooling the area down? I see more liquid. So I'm going to go with yes. Actually, I have an idea. I don't know if this works. Temp shift plate. Now. Dirt. So I have this abyssite that's really cold. And normally abyssite doesn't transfer temperature with the tiles around it. But in theory, there is a possibility if you put down temp shift plates, then you can force temperatures to interact with one another. And dirt's something I have a lot of. So why not? Okay, I think that's finally cooling down the area. We're down 125, 130 degrees. This is still not going to run. Well, 100 degrees. Maybe it is. It's borderline. It's trying. Okay, priority 8. All of that. All of that. Ladder 150 degrees. It's fine. Look at Kendrith compared to Dupe Dopus' build speed. And then we quit. We went for lunch. Oh no, we're actually running. Oh wow, we're running, we're making 400 watts. And because we've only got one vent open, we only consume 320 grams worth of steam. So we're not consuming a lot. But we're running. We're making free power from the giant steam room that I have no idea where the heat's coming from. But we're going to slowly attempt to cool it using steam turbines. Daniel, you probably want to leave. How do you have hypothermia and scalding at the same time? Daniel, you're a dead man. Yep. Heat stroke. Oh, and Elron. Nope, everybody is more interested in building than saving you. That's the time for an autosave. 77 seconds. That's plenty of time. Although, it says suffocating. You might die from... Oh, no. One of you's gone. Yep. Oh. Elron and Daniel. Oh, now Super Tux is down here. Hang on, Super Tux. You need to rest up, dude. Super... Oh, egg phobia. Professor Bro. I'm out of beds. I'm going to grab Super Tux because I saw he was pretty unwell. Okay, we're going to set the priority on these to be 1. And people want to build them anyway. Suffocating. No, haven't lost anybody. Still haven't lost anybody. We're going to do the priority 1 no matter what. Yeah, Huff was pretty determined. Huff is... No, it's Ethan. Ethan is determined. Who's... Oh. Huff. Elron's got some hit points. Ethan. Come on, boys. Leave it alone. Come back up here before you die. But actually, all said and done... No, it's now Crisis down here. Crisis is determined to take 1 for the team. All said and done, we have dealt with the heat problem without actually any active cooling. We've just dumped it into the surrounding area. Obviously, trying to use temp shift plates to cool or heat abyssalites done nothing for us at all. And honestly, these temp shift plates are just going to absorb a lot of temperature. And we can technically start cooling this room. The problem is I have known that if I put more steam turbines in this room, they're all going to have 5 vents open. Unless I can sort of park them. Like, I could park one. Actually, I could park one right there. Okay, let's get a second one up and ready. Liquid bridge over the top. Because I can't have any more than one vent active at any one time, just because of how hot the steam is. Can I put another one there? Yes! Scalding. Who's scalding now? Muppet. It's not meant to be that hot down here. Oh, okay, it's still 100 degrees. It's warm, okay? It's warm. Right, maybe we take our temp shift idea. Starvation. No, starvation's fine. New printables. Let's take some sand, because I don't actually have any names ready. I'm going to dig across there. I'm going to bring our temp shift plates like that. Plumbing. Like, there's no reason why this shouldn't work. I should be able... nope, you're in the wrong spot entirely. You need to go up a tile. That could have been embarrassing. Could have opened up the whole steam atmosphere on myself. Heavy wire into there. Tiles down to there. Okay. Oh, Elron. Dude, you're asking for trouble. Just stay where it's cold, Elron. Injuries, minor. He's got 2 hit points. Elron, you have 2 hit points. Don't come down here. Yeah, this is actually working. Like, it's not going to put an ounce of a dent on the temperature of this room. Not even close to it. Where did Elron go? Scalding, Martin. Go build the temp shift plates up here then. Oh no. Okay, Martin, you've seen better days. Oh, we've got 3 beds. Crisis. Martin. Muppet. No, that's assigned already. Okay. Oh, speaking of things, did that pipe get done? Yes. Okay, so we started pumping the CO2 out of this area. We've started pumping the water out of this area. They'll take forever, but like at least something's happening. Okay, hook up all the temp shift plates. Dupe has a heat capacity, thermal conductivity of 2, so it's not exactly bad. It's not great either, but it's not bad. Flooding. Where? What? Oh, it turns out I have a thermo nullifier thermo nullifier all the way up here. Not that I have much for use for it. And I also need to point out that when you build this sort of farm, there is a chance that you'll actually have Paku dying right up here, which like the duplicates can't access. Technically, an auto sweeper can access, and it's maybe something I should consider, depending on how many like Paku fillets end up like falling down here. How many Paku end up getting lost into the no access no man's land? Yeah. I'm not sure. But our little Paku... What do we got? 17, 18, 19, 20? 21? You got 21 Pakus in there already. So we do have, according to this, absolutely none of the really good food. Probably because we're still short on cooked fish. Yep. Meat, Paku fillet. Context none. Can we stop you doing that one? And that one. I'm going to stop you doing fried mushroom. And hopefully we can consolidate all our food into one area. No, that didn't really help. Alright, back to the Great Steam room. So yeah, these temp shift plates are going to move some of the heat from down here up to here and hopefully into our ice and melt our ice. Because I have a lot of ice up here I'd really like to melt. Okay, let's... What do we have lots of? We have lots of gold. Oh no, gold has a use. We have lots of... No, iron. Where's copper? I have 8 tons of copper. Oh. I had 8 tons of copper. Alright, now seems like a good time to put in a cut. So I'm going to put in a cut right here. We'll come back in a flash after these guys have finished building this little, like, spaghetti mess. Yeah. So, be right back. And we're back with not 2, but 4 turbines. This last one's having a little bit of an issue because down here everything's pretty hot. But I am slowly putting temp shift plates in the background. At the same time, we can see we have the original dirt temp shift plates on the left, and we have gold ones. Yes, I've used up all the gold I possibly had on the right. And you can see, like, there is a significant transfer difference. But after we get up here to where they're all dirt, like, there's not that much of a difference anymore. They're doing a pretty good job of, like, basically shifting the heat up here to where this ice is. Now, I think I'm actually going to improve the whole system. I think I'm actually going to take a bunch of lead pipe. Yeah, we're going to run liquids through a lead pipe, because why not? No, that should be okay. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. The liquids might freeze in the pipes. Run a normal pipe back down here. And as best as possible, I should probably do this off camera. I'm just going to attempt to run something like that. Yeah. Something like that, just some sort of cooling pipe. And I'm actually going to fill it with the hot liquid we're outputting from these things. I'm literally going to fill it with that liquid, and that'll become our cooling loop. Obviously, it's going to be really hot to start with, but it will cool down over time. Actually, so it's basically done. We're going to bridge there, bridge there, bridge there, bridge there. Done. That'll become a cooling loop. I'm just going to, like I said, just literally fill it up with... I'll need one of these to give this thing... Actually, I've got direction all the way through it. One of them like that. And we're just going to fill it with the reasonably hot water that's coming out of all these steam generators. But basically, we're creating free power at the same time. We are technically cooling down this biome. I'm just guessing that, looking from the fact that that's igneous rock, that's igneous rock, that's obsidian, that's igneous rock, that's magma. Basically, we have the magma biome touching what was a biome. It's no longer a biome, but it was a biome at one stage. And that's where all the heats come from. So yeah, this will give us power for a while. Somebody else can do the maths. A lot of cycles. This is a lot of cycles worth of free power here, especially as these guys are they're doing 1 kilo of water per second, and creating 400 watts, 400 watts, 400 watts. 400 watts when this guy powers up. Technically it only has access to this tiny bit of steam, and it's actually going to rob the area of steam, which will cause it to heat up further. Maybe one of these sand tiles or something will break with pressure. Probably not. And technically... no. There's no way for me... oh, actually, technically I could hang a steam turbine... oh, actually, technically I could hang one there and open up 2 vents, and one there and open up 1 vent. Which I might end up doing, just for the more free power. But yeah, we're slowly sucking the heat out of our steam turbines. This cooling loop will hopefully make a massive difference. At the same time, it should melt this biome and what's left of this biome, what I didn't carve out. But yeah, we've created a whole bunch of free power, basically, from just finding this giant ball of steam. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave this episode. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. As always, as I've said last couple of episodes, I need more names. I need more names and more sacrifices. Funnily enough, I've only managed to sacrifice 3 of you so far. So if you have another name for the sacrificial colony, by all means leave it down below. At the same time, actually, let's look at this. We've moved about 0 carbon dioxide. I have actually put in a second pump, which is now pumping oxygen, because some idiot put an oxygen vent in. Let's not put that vent there. Let's pump out the oxygen here instead. At least then hopefully these guys get nothing but CO2. And water-wise, yeah, same story. We've pumped out basically nothing. There is so much liquid down here, it's going to take us forever to pump it out. At the same time, you're on, but you don't have much of a chance to pump ever. But you are doing a good job of cooling down the area. Anyway, like I said, that's where I'm going to leave this episode. We've got a whole bunch of free power, and technically... oh, when the last bit of pipe is done, we'll start a cooling loop. Next episode, I have no idea. I never know what I'm doing next episode till next episode rolls around. Maybe... alright, maybe the monument, maybe make a Paku farm, not a Paku farm, a Puff farm with some mobs. Maybe actually get the Drecos up and running, because they'd be really, really handy if they were stockpiling reed fiber in the background. I don't know. Maybe do something about oil, because that's also getting really, really low. By the same token, if it gets really, really low, it means I can actually build in the extra tanks that I want along here. Oh, and maybe fix this problem. Like, there's so many things to do and not nearly enough time. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.